Hi, it's uh, great to be here, and thank you for everyone. Uh, as so, uh, 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 if, first of all, I don't have enough skill of English, so sometimes I will make a mistake. So excuse me. And the topic of for today discussion is exploring LLMs using MLX. My aim is to provide you with valuable insight and hopefully impact some knowledge that you can take away with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm CTO of EuroCCH Corporation, and my coding journey began at the teenager, sparkling a lifelong passion that has spanned over 22 years as a software developer with a specialized focus on iOS app development for the past 50 years. Currently, I share my uh, expertise as a course instructor at App School iOS, part of the Lion. Who's from App School? Thank you. uh, Guiding and nothing the next generation of aspiring developers. You can explore my work and coding project on my GitHub and LinkedIn profile. I'm always interested in new technology. When you see a new syntax in the Swift language, you want to apply it right away. Me too, like this. Can you see, understand? Again, today's topic is this. It's hard to tell you the technology. I would like to tell you about my experience of trying to approach and use this technology. Then let's get started. This is the market capitalization ranking until last year. Obviously, Apple was number one. But Apple looks in, yeah, it's still last year. Apple looks in one of the center, and other companies look small. Right? And check out the area of NVIDIA. But yesterday, the gap is so small. And it changed the number one. As you know, Microsoft is one. Why did it happen? Because, yeah, AI, artificial intelligence. Someone said that NVIDIA is the only company that makes money thanks to AI right now. Others lose the money. But everyone tried it, me too. So that's the reason I'm interested in about it. But I'm not an AI expert, but I am interested in it. So I decided to try to learn it. So I tried to use various artificial intelligence services. In fact, I still haven't seen a service that makes the code properly, uh, properly according to my need. My knowledge was too short to understand such a complex theory like this. If you understand this picture, you must be an AI expert. And I've met someone who wants to see a website where these AI papers are piled up, but it didn't help me right now. There was nothing I could understand. So I looked into it step by step from the basics. First of all, LLM, a large language model. LLM is a type of AI model trained a massive amount of text data. Uh, it can perform uh, various tasks like generating human quality text, translating languages, and answering questions. Input LLM to output. And I studied about model. LLM on LLM trained uh, to perform a specific task. For example, you can create LLM models for writing news articles, uh, composing poems, or generating codes. From data and training, finally, we get model. There are so many models, and new models are still being released. And there are parameters, a factor that determines the complexity of an LLM model. LLMs, LLM models with more parameters are generally more complex and require more data for training, but they also tend to achieve higher performance. Finally, there is token. The basic unit representing words or word piece in an LLM model. Uh, it means that a token is not a word, right? For example, finally, there are comma or the special uh, character. It will be a token. The model learns language patterns and generates text by processing token sequences like this. Almost a words will be a token, but every token has their uh, number. The number is depend on uh, the data from the words tokens has some of importance rate. Yeah, that's it. And we can see how tokens are created at the prompt. Please refer to this website. However, if you use LLM, you will meet a problem situation. First of all, this is the case. I wanted to see the team of Ryunjin, the baseball pitcher. But AI, I used Cloud. I wanted to see the team name Hanwha Eagles, but it said Major League Baseball, Toronto Blue Jays. It's not true. That data from last year, not this year. We are calling it outdated public knowledge problem. Second, there are also cases like this. I want to know how many Mac studios in our company, but public AI services can't do it, obviously. So the solutions came into being. First one, prompt engineering. As you know, a good question makes good answer. And fine-tuning. Fine-tuning, the process of adjusting an existing LLM model for a particular task. It can significantly improve model performance even with a small amount of data. And RAG, right? RAG is hard because fine-tuning is not cheap. But every fine-tuning has needs a lot of time. But RAG can make answer from data right now. For example, from the search result from Google or other search services, because it can't touch the foundation model. Every time when we input the question, it mixed with our other country data from just like vector database. So it's so fast. LLM technology is rapidly evolving with new terms and concepts emerging frequently. So I can't stop studying about it. I also found out how the LLM works. There are many ways like this. Small language model and cloud model like OpenAI, ChatGPT. And finally, today's here, on-device model. So there are models and frameworks that work directly on our iPhone. You can also create your own drawing on your Mac. Let's run it. There is an app like this, so I tried to run it. Launch a variety of LLM models in the app. I couldn't see it in the App Store right now. When it came to using only the CPU, it was slow. But when it came to writing the Quartz framework that used the GPU, it showed the answer at an incredibly fast speed. I tried to make a picture with other app. This app also used the GPU hard to create pictures. I understand that these technologies have changed the existing CUDA optimizing technologies to make them work well on Apple Silicon. Then one day, Apple announced something new. I found it, MLX. MLX is a technology unveiled in Apple's research lab. Of course, it was made by Apple, so I expected it to work well on Apple's devices. Apple introduces MLX like this. MLX is an array framework for machine learning research on Apple Silicon brought to you by Apple Machine Learning Research. Sounds good. Is that the key of MLX are these things. First of all, a formula API with NumPy. NumPy is written in Python, C and Python, and we can use it with Python, but it optimized for CUDA. Someone translated it for Apple Silicon with Quartz Composer, but MLX, basically, it depends on the Apple Silicon. So it means that Apple wants to NumPy, the developer with NumPy, who is using the NumPy, welcome to MLX world. And composable function transformations, sorry, I don't know about it, and lazy computing. Computation in MLX are lazy. Lazy is key, important keyword in Apple technology nowadays. For example, every script function with value type, it will be lazy copying. And every time you copy the file with Finder, it will be lazy. And there are one more lazy things is here. Operations in MLX are lazily evaluated. And dynamic language and graph construction and multi-device. And unified memory. Unified memory concept is here. A notable difference from MLX and other frameworks is the unified memory model. Arrays in MLX live in shell model operations on MLX arrays can be performed on any of the supported device type without transferring data. Someone had tested on MacBook Air M2 with MLX. Yeah, those is under here. The results here are all in the same ballpark. So it's interesting that the MLX-based model appears to converge more quickly than the PyTorch-based one. In addition, it seems like the accuracy of the MLX model is consistently and slightly below that of the PyTorch-based model. He was not sure what accounts for that discrepancy. I'm sorry, all of text from the source. And other one, it shows more performance again. And MLX is good again. Yeah, short time is more, it shows more performance than other way. Because, as you know, it optimized for Apple Silicon. I just wanted to use it easily. Then I discovered that it was called MLX Server, this project, written in Python, use Flask web server technology. MLX provides a web API that leverages MLX models. I'm not a Python expert, but it was easy to use. You just need to proceed it according to the content of the document. There were a lot of LLMs model, and on the Hugging Face, Hugging Face is like GitHub for AI models. Even these days, when new LLM models come out, you can check the converted result for MLX right there, MLX community on Hugging Face. There are many models, but if you want to use it, you have to check the number for it on it. The numbers, it depends on the parameters. Because the model trained with more parameters, it needs more memory to run. Let's learn it because I have this. I have a Mac Studio with M2 Ultra. I'm using it well every day. I'm sorry that I can't bring it to this today. It's not right. Wait. Following the official documents, I wrote a short Python code that used the MLX server and executed. You can then receive an MLX response from my local machine, your local machine with call in the terminal app. And responses are provided as a web API, so they can also build by other apps, something like web API builder, REST API. Optimized for Apple Silicon or MLX use the GPU harder than the CPU. So I recorded the execution screen and brought it because my MacBook Air can't do it. I try to do it that at once. So I tried to use other models. I used to use Gemma from by Google because it, it can it can make answer uh, in Korean well without any fine tuning. So I executed it again. It began to receive LLM models from Hugging Face. Well, 7 billion model I use for it on my Mac, and 2 billion model is a reasonable way for mobile devices. It depends on the size of the main memory. Yeah, and sometimes it has tuning with quantumization. I don't know how can I say it. Yeah, quantum. Yeah, so, it makes it makes smaller than a founder model, but sometimes it makes not good answers. So it's ready. And as you can see, there is a local web hosting with Flask started. And I tried to question. This is prompt. Oh, sorry. Compare Swift and Python. It makes the answer well. And try it again. What is LLM? Can you explain? Sorry. Yeah, it's the term of making the answer very short. I believe the it's the power of MT Ultra. I want to get Swift UI code for showing hello world. I tried this uh, prompt, but it shows the error because, yeah, the special characters make some problem. So I fixed it. I got a code. every answer from local machine. How many people uh, are on the earth now? Yeah, very quickly. But as you can see, today it showed the date, October last year. And look at the graph, right side. It, MLX don't use CPU, but GPU and NPU, neural engine, like this. But I'm not a Python programmer. My first language is Swift. So I tried to use it with Swift. Then I saw this Twitter. No, X post. There was also a way to use MLX with Swift from Apple. Official way. So I used to so I used it right away. I recorded this to and brought it, but the video is very long time, so I will sometimes I will skip the some of the situations. Oh, sorry, this is not the beginning. Yeah, this is MLX Swift example, official example, and there is LLM Ever app. The project is not mm, it's not on terminal, and not only terminal target. There are many projects put together in our example project. So I downloaded it. Okay, where is my cursor? Okay. I cloned it. I clone. I open, and there are. It needs some of time for download the packages, and yeah, this is the MLX Swift examples project, and there is a special content view for LLM Ever target. Yeah, it started to download the model. It was done. Yeah, it learned. and I explore the content view of it. Yeah, it showed the code for VisionOS. I tried it. But unfortunately, uh, today, it recorded today morning, LLM Uber app on iOS simulator or VisionOS simulator, it it shows the error when it finishes the LLM models, every models, whatever. So that's the reason why I recorded this video with long time and try it again with other way. Yeah, it used the default with Pi 3 model. It's the model for SLM, small language model, from Microsoft. But I wanted to use this model with other way. I'm sorry, I wanted to use other model for it. Sorry. With Gemma. Uh, I wanted to replace it with Gemma. But the Gemma, from the code, I could use Gemma just only with 2 billion model. But I wanted to use more large model. So I fixed it. First of all, I tried to use replacing Gemma. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but there was other models. Sorry, it's not easy to control because there is a reflection on the QuickTime controller. So yeah, there is Gemma 7 billion model. So I wanted to replace it, but 2 billion model is okay for mobile. So I add 7 billion model below it. I change it. Learn it again. Sometimes the building was failed because the project is very complex. The project. I replaced the model with 7 billions. billion Gemma. Yeah, it's done. It was done. And I tried to use those models between iOS and macOS with other ways. So I added some code for it. Yeah, macOS has some of, yeah, okay, done. The rest of the video is failure of executing on iOS simulator. So I will skip it and as showed you earlier, I wanted to I wanted to try something other than the built-in model. So I added this code and this code. Mac and iPhone have different memory size, so I've modified the code to use different LLM models for each operating system. I fixed and modified the app a little more, and I tried to translate the document. I also saw that it works well on the iPhone, not today. I want to create an open source library with MLX, but I'm delaying to start because, as you know, we don't know what new for AI at WWDC a couple of weeks later. And one more thing, I brought a live demo with MLX like this. I coded it 2 hours ago. I modified more the LLM ever like this. This is LLM ever app, default UI. Yeah, it can answer like this. It is slower than my workstation because this is fanless. Fortunately, this machine has 60 gigabyte memory. Yeah, and I added more view like this. This is an example app when I teach uh, script coding for my student. This is a sticker memo app like this. I can modify the text and color. Every content from the WWDC website. So I want to use MLX with this text summarized. How about the memory usage? So it means that you can attach the function with MLX. You don't have to pay to OpenAI for it. Something like this. And this is end of my journey. I got an insight. The official documents are the answer. YouTube, blog, and AI answers. These are using for just only reference. And how can I say? Yeah, nothing can be done at once. And experience doesn't come, it made. There's something that many developers always say. Do you know? Impossible. You can't get it because we can't develop it. Right? Please don't say impossible. What if I ignored AI? AI, it's not easy. It is for the expert doctors. Or what if I ended up working with LMX and MLX in Python code? Oh, there is no swift way. It's Python. I'm not Python coder. I give up. What if I ran and finished Apple MLX Swift basic example as it is? It run. Oh well, done. What happened? Nothing. I believe that if I keep trying with curiosity, I will create something more fun one day. I hope this session has been informative and enriching for all of you. Thank you for your attention and for beginning such an engaged audience. I will be happy to address any questions or thoughts you may have. Thank you.
Hello everyone. The question is recently Apple also announced small language models. They call it open source efficient models. They are like 200 million parameters, not billion. And when I read the papers, they say it is much more better than compared to small models, not compared to ChatGPT, but compared to other models on the same size. It's very efficient. Have you ever tried to implement it on real on device? I'm curious about that.
First of all, I heard that Pi 3 from Microsoft is a famous small language model, powerful small language model, and Apple showed the default LLM model at the basic example project, it uses the Pi3 models.
Go ahead.
But I can't, I couldn't see the power of it because Pi3 and OpenELM from Apple, it studied in English well, but not at Korean. So I don't have enough skill of English. That's the reason I can't count of it, the quality of test quality of it. So many graphics from the web show the power of it, but I couldn't feel it until now. Sorry.
One more question is that you said about MLX, right? And you said it is alternative to NumPy, so for Apple Silicon. And I wonder if is the library is efficient enough for writing for like all different models? Is it sufficient enough to write all these models? Like, I mean, like functions, methods, everything is implemented, or it is not yet implemented? How is the stability for like using them?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't use. I didn't use NumPy ever. Sorry, and Apple showed that from the document, Apple said that the MLX is optimized for Apple Silicon and more improved technology. For example, lasing and unified memory. Those technologies doesn't get on the NumPy. This is my. That's all I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, and first of all, I thank you for prepared the presentation. And I don't have any information about the LLM and MLX. I don't like the presentation. But it seems, I suppose it is kind of changing different the library model. Maybe someday it is this is the next place according to such a
Yeah. There is no until now there is no hint Apple use MLX for what. So for example, will Apple use it for their own search engine? I don't know. And MLX and in fact MLX, the version of MLX currently version is 0.0 and 50. It's not a stable version. It's only for the research. So it means that MLX is for testing the opportunity for AI industry. That's the plan. The plan of Apple. I guess it. So I don't know that MLX will be for use whatever for cloud or on device. I don't know it, but this is just only for Well, can I use it on my device? Okay, I will use it. That's all.
This seems to require the research technique, very skill, very I to use this maybe some research technique required. To use
Yes, someone use for replacing it with NumPy. He need more knowledge of it, but I'm not. Sorry.
so that is not simple. That's what I like. But maybe there are certain strong point now when it comes to the research engine rather than base, how it to be maybe customized certain area. Maybe it seems useful, I suppose. Is that right? Maybe. Or the delicate and narrow and the
Until now, I think that Apple wants to use this technology for only on device model, and not for cloud. But I heard the rumor that Apple is making their own cloud AI machine with M2 Ultra plus M4 because M4 has a powerful neural engine. So because as you know, the NVIDIA chipsets are very well, how expensive. So they want to use their own technology. So if the rumor is correct, your opinions will be happen someday.
And on top of this, so even if MLX is not used in production by Apple, we see a lot of other models that are used, like maybe to replace a search engine. The service that comes to me, like the name that comes to me the most is Perplexity. I mean, this is the one that tends to replace LLMs, but even for ChatGPT, I see myself going more to ChatGPT and asking things than going to a search engine. So even if it was not made for that, like the UX is so great, in like ChatGPT and we can see even when we go to Google, we type our query and we have the old traditional version of having all the results, but they also integrate their own model, their own LLM, Gemma, or Gemini. I don't even know which one they use in this part, but they use their own LLMs in combination with the more traditional way. So you have the LLM results, and then you have the more traditional research. So even though MLX is not useful now by Apple, but other companies are leveraging this for their search engine. Even us as users, we use ChatGPT as search engine. I mean, for me, as experience.
Sorry, there is one more information. Until a few months ago, when I visited the MLX official website, I saw that don't use it for your project production. Use it for just only research. But when I visit again yesterday, I couldn't find it again.
I don't really know much about AI technologies, to be honest, but as far as I know, I just wanted to ask questions about auto buildings. For For example, so what you show is basically about like search engines, so LLM search engines, models, and so on. But for example, if you wanted to build a product that has an AI recommendation algorithm, for example, functionalities, can you actually can you integrate it with like as you show about like REST API or open source code? Can you integrate that code into your product codes on the backend servers like that?
Yeah, I think that nowadays the cloud model is a more efficiently way for it, but in a couple of I think it will be in a couple of years it will be changed. For example, other companies' story. Last week, Microsoft announced Copilot with PC. This is not just only for a cloud model. They shows also the on-device way with their own small language model. Because there is some problem at some situation. For example, what about privacy? Microsoft announced the recall the technology for next version of Windows. If you want to search something from every history of your using on your Windows, it can be true because it runs just only run on your PC, not cloud. What if this technology depends on the cloud? It makes some problem. So I think that hybrid model will be a future of it. But nowadays, the cloud model is the best way.
Thanks for giving an answer. By the way, I'd like to focus my question on the ethical or security problem rather than performance issue. I have two questions about them. First of all, is it okay that open source LLM like Mistral or Gemma or so on, it is okay to give some trains on them by the material from company confidential information or military confidential information or like that. Is there any problems on using it? Second one is there any safety device maybe is that if the malicious data like hacking to someone server and take it something data what someone desired, like some data or method give to the model. Is there then there are some social or economical problems uh, when it is happens. So anyway, my question is there any problem? Uh, someone gives the malicious data or method to the open source LLM.
Yeah, first of all, I have to show it again the models list. There are many models and not it's not all of the models are open sources. Look at the uses column. GPT, Gemini, Cloud, those are closed source. And Llama, Mistral, Pi3 from Microsoft, those are open source models. But that's the industry problem. What is best way, open source or not? I don't know because open source model makes new industry with the other company players. For example, Llama has their own industry, but OpenAI makes more big industry, as you know. So, open source is the best way? I don't know. And one more thing, Microsoft provide the specific service Copilot for Microsoft 365. It's the enterprise service and it is expensive service than it is expensive than ChatGPT, the commercial programs, because if they swear that they don't use their own consumer content and company's data for training for new foundation model. That's the reason. That's the reason why the service is more expensive. That's the that is so important things about it. If you want use it for free, open your privacy. And if you want to keep your privacy, pay more money. Thank you.
And one more thing on that is, so I think you're right. If you use ChatGPT, if you use the API version of GPT 3.5, 4, 4, and so on, it's written on the doc that the question, the prompt that are sent to OpenAI using the API are not used to train the model, but when you use the solution in ChatGPT, this is not written. And to me, when you use ChatGPT, they use the prompt to actually make the model better. But if you care about privacy, you can very quickly, you can find interfaces, like pre-made interfaces using React or whatever, and you can just go to the OpenAI, the API side of OpenAI, not the ChatGPT side, like put your credit card, get an API token, then use this API token on the headless ChatGPT, and then you will use, instead of using the ChatGPT API, you will use the OpenAI API, the one that is protected technically. And there is a rule of thumb is always use the bigger player, because even though it's written that they will not use, you never know, right? But if somehow, like, a lot of people have their eyes on OpenAI, what they are doing. So if someone find out something, they are there. So, don't go for the big guns, so OpenAI and Anthropy, because you are kind of safe, because many, like, they have their many like government agencies or whatnot are looking into them. So if they have a problem, if a problem is not, they are found. So the safe bet is actually to go with this kind of service. Any other questions? No? Sure? All right, big round of applause again. Thank you very much. I just realized. So you explained like a lot of great things about MLX, but so I feel it's great for if you want to build some fun project, but I don't think there is already like production level services that use it. And if it's true, it seems to be true that Apple signed a deal with OpenAI, it means that even for Apple, they are not ready to actually use their own thing for their own product. So first of all, do you agree? And do you see, like, how long do we have to wait for this technology to be ready and for Apple to actually use it in their own device?
I learned from history every time. For example, more 10 years ago, the default map app on iOS use Google Map, right? But someday they changed their own Apple Map, right? That's the hint of it. I heard too the news. Apple deals with OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google, and Baidu for China, right? Because there are best player in this industry until now. So why not? Apple use it for best product. That's the best way. But Apple will make more better, powerful model than those services someday. I believe because Apple shows the research model OpenELM already. It not powerful, I don't know, but that's the hint. It will be increases their own model for replacing it.
All right, no more question? Sure? All right, second round of applause and thank you very much.